Hello, 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 and welcome to the commentary zone. As you enter the room, please don't forget to give us a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, tell a friend. On the docket today, we have 90 Day Fiancé, The Other Way, Season 5, Episode 2, Distance Medium. Okay, this was another unusual tidbit, but before we get into it, thank you to our new subscriber. I think we had one or two new subscribers overnight. Thank you so much for joining our little family. We really look forward to hearing from you in the live chat and in the comment sections for our replay crew. All right, Jamal, you're running the show. Who you want to do first?
Okay. Is it bad that I'm not really caring for nobody on this season that much?
But we still haven't seen the guy from Turkey.
I know. I'm holding hope. I
No,
mean,
because when they bringing him in mid-season, it means that somebody imploded and he ain't had nothing much to begin with for a full
right.
season. So that's gonna be a long wait for nothing.
Yeah. But
Um,
here's the thing.
mhm.
Let's start with what's the face? Kimberly and TJ. Let's just start with them.
Oh God, they're annoying.
I know. So with these two, I'm so confused
Mhm.
at how he manifested her. I'm really just it's weird to me. She's
Did he sit down and cross his leg and went and there?
right. And apparently she's a whole bunch of Claire's, clairvoyant, Claire's
I got sick of
oversight.
that Claire thing. I was
Yeah,
very
just
clear that I was sick of Claire
yeah,
and her.
a lot of Claire's. So I really
Mhm.
was like, oh okay, this is
Mhm.
kind of interesting. But basically with these two, it's gonna be a culture clash. She's American. His family's very, traditional Indian, which I think is cool. I like that. And I really think it's interesting that he's a voiceover artist and has been doing it for 10 years. I'm like, I found that very interesting. I'm like, I would like to know more about that versus y'all so-called relationship.
You know what I found interesting? That he had a job other than scammer. Okay. Let's just call a thing a thing. Between Nigeria and India, that's what we get. He actually
Mhm.
got a car. I don't like his brother because his brother looking for somebody who gonna come and clean up after him, and I was not here for
Mhm.
it. Go find you a woman to bring in there and clean up after you, and stop waiting for Kimberly to come in there and clean up after you. And it seems like they already have servants because that woman who was doing the ironing, that wasn't his mama. So they seem well off.
Got
They're
their own
trying,
cow. Got their own cow. Can we talk about that? Got their own cow. Living for the cow. Sorry, just them.
but they keep trying to recreate a Jenny and Submit disaster over and over again. Um and this time they've got it age appropriate. So the only reason why she was accepted was because she was still in her fertile zone and could do the work, the back breaking work in the house. Because let's just call a thing a thing. Jenny was dried up and couldn't handle doing the work in the Indian household because she couldn't even keep her own house clean.
Well, remember she didn't have a house. Remember she was living with her daughter before she went over this last time.
Well, no, I mean the house in India. Remember when she
Oh
was
yeah, yeah, yeah,
shacking
yeah.
up with Sumit and the mother came over and said the place was dirty and they had cleaned it right before the mother came? But
Oh,
nothing was
gotcha.
ever going to be clean for the mother.
No,
Okay,
no, no,
so
no,
let's just
never.
call a thing a thing. But I'm just tired of this whole thing. I was insulted by his brother and his demands for having a servant. Um, Daddy ain't really saying nothing yet.
No.
Mama
All
looked
dad said,
tired.
all daddy said was like we're the traditional Indian culture and we're following the tradition of our elders. That's all he said. And here's my thing. I expected the parents to be the issue, not the brother.
Yes,
And I was like,
yes,
why?
yes.
If my thing is brother, if they not tripping, me the parents, why are you tripping?
Mhm. And they paying for the whole wedding. Like her parents, I liked her daddy and her stepmom. And her backstory, I lost interest in it. But I liked I liked her dad and her stepmother and their relationship, and they're going to the wedding, so she has some sort of representation. But I don't like that his parents are planning the whole thing and not cluing her in on even the color of pink, the shade of pink that they doing, and shot down her American wedding full force. Like, I don't understand why they couldn't do an afternoon and have um a multi-denominational ceremony for 30 minutes so she could wear her white dress. I just feel like by his family doing the wedding when they're not supposed to, because remember they brought it up and said that her family's supposed to be doing it, but they
Mm-hmm.
want this cultural wedding, so they're doing it, which in my head means they're paying for it. So therefore, they're
Right.
gonna throw it back in her face the first time she don't cook something properly or clean something properly. I don't like that. And I don't like that they're living on top of their house, even though I know that culturally that's what they're supposed to do. But I would have preferred an apartment like how she had before. That's gonna be he's good at least standing up a little bit to his parents on her behalf, saying, cut her some slack, let her get some time to get adjusted to our ways and stuff like that, but you still expecting her to become an indentured servant. Didn't this girl go to school? Don't I mean I know she roll around in bubble wrap for the 100 subscribers she got on YouTube, but she has an education. She can go and
Mm-hmm.
get a job.
Here's the
I
thing
I
that though,
I don't
when
understand this.
when she brought up YouTube, I'm like, oh, you want to be an influencer? Get that influencer coin. I'm not mad at you. I
Mm-mm.
understand. I understand her YouTube. Her, I want to know her YouTube channel. I want to check it out. I'm sure it's blown up. I'm not. I'm not mad at her. I'm not mad at her. The Claire thing is annoying, but we can get kind of past
Mhm.
that sort of. But she's gonna be a whole mess when she gets to India, though.
She is. She is showing her ass. I want to know who paying for the apartment, because if he paying for the apartment, girl, you ain't got nothing to say. If his parents are paying for the wedding, girl, you ain't got nothing to say. Go do your own little American wedding and let your daddy and stepmother pay for it while y'all there, so he can walk you down the aisle instead of being under a mundap. And then you can have all you want to say about that wedding. I'm just sick of her already. I am. Let's say hi to everybody in the live chat. Hey Sunway. Hey Black Lavender. Hi Ryan. Let's see. Don't like that crazy woman. Nothing is good for her. Which crazy woman? There's so many. There's so many,
It has
Sunway.
it has to be Kimberly. My
It
thing
could
is
be the
this.
South African girl too. I'm just throwing it out there. It could be Mary. There's like a pick of the litter for crazy in this
I
show.
mean, are we done? Are we done with
At least his family isn't
what's the
totally
name?
against her like Jenny
Right.
yeah,
But
yeah,
they were only against Jenny because she was older. That's all it was.
and lazy and couldn't clean and came and fucked her son in her house and didn't know. Don't forget that. Hey, Jenny did a lot. Jenny did a lot.
True.
Hey, Susan.
But in her defense, they did come and kidnap Samit at the hotel room though.
In who defense? Jamal. Jenny went up in their home for months, pretending she was on vacation and was his friend and was fucking him all over his mom's house.
Oh gosh.
That woman thought Jenny was her friend, and Jenny was riding her son like a broke down donkey on all 3 floors of her house. Sorry, unforgivable. She dies in a pit of
Unforgivable.
vipers.
Unforgivable.
I'm just saying, if that was your kid, mind he's an adult, yes, but always gonna be your kid, and your friend came in there using up your hospitality, your soap, your food, your drink, everything, and then you find out that your friend been dipping and doing with your kid in your house.
I just don't understand how she thought that was her friend though. I still get baffled on that, but hey,
Because they were of a similar age. I think that's why.
I mean, true, which is, I mean, but my whole thing is this with
Hi,
Jenny and Sami.
DSJ.
I
Hi.
mean, Mrs. Sami, you should known something was up when she rolled up in your house talking about she your son's friend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying. So let's get off of them. Let's talk about
Okay.
who do you want to talk about. Let's talk about Wayne and Holly. So
Oof.
Holly's going
Oof.
over with her mom. You know, Holly's moving. Mom's gonna be there for the wedding. Yada yada yada. Right? Mom's
Mama gonna
concerned
be
about.
there for 1/4 of a year.
So she so she thinks. So she's concerned about her daughter and the
Mm-hmm.
safety. Like Wayne's been broken
Mm-hmm.
into several times. Yada yada yada.
Mm-hmm.
But Wayne cracks me up though. So and I thought he was being a little overboard, but when I saw her dress, I'm like, ooh, you do look like you advertising. Like
Mm-hmm.
she was. That dress was, and TLC was wrong for that. I'm telling you why. That angle that they showed while he was trying to put on her boots. Come on now.
First of all, she changed clothes in the toilet when she went to throw up. She changed clothes. Why she ain't take off her socks and her boots when she was in the toilet? Why she wait till she came outside to do that, knowing that she was having on a micro mini and titties out? This girl is accustomed to doing that, and
But
that's
he
why
said
he
that
likes
though.
her.
He said that though. But hold on though. He likes it.
Hmm. He like it.
But he doesn't like it in public though. That was the
You
problem.
can't have it both ways because a hoe is a hoe is a
Mm-hmm.
hoe. And what I want to know is, you notice when she came out of the bathroom, right? And he went to
Mm-hmm.
kiss her, and she goes, "Oh no, I've been throwing up. So you ain't brush your teeth?"
Right.
How many people nowadays, when they're traveling, do not in their carry on put a change of undergarment, a change of clothes, and your toiletries that you need to keep yourself clean? How many people are not doing that?
Mm.
She had a whole bunch of bags, didn't she?
Mm-hmm.
She had the big rucksack that her hair was all tangled up in. And I swear to God, when she was running to that toilet, she had debris caught up in the bottom of her hair. The fuck? I don't understand how she's always playing in that hair, but never actually combing it out. She just seems very dirty to me. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Um, Wayne got money. Wayne driving around in a Audi A4. Wayne got money. Why he don't want to move? He don't want to have community property with her? I'm just asking.
Well, well, because you see when she got there, she's all we need. We're moving. She's all it's too. He's all my place is kind of small, so we're moving. He's
Mm-hmm.
like, we can talk about that. She's all gated community. No, the producer asked, where would you want to move? She's all gated community. I was like,
Mm-hmm.
haha. I'm like, you didn't broke Wayne out.
No, but it is safer to be in a gated community.
Well, of
What I
course it
want
is,
to
but
know is why he isn't already in one, and why you got a golden retriever out front, the friendliest dog in the world. Get you a big old German Shepherd or a Rottweiler or something like that, so that when the power goes out, you got something with chess, or get a recording of DMX or something. Do something to protect what you got. I'm just
well,
saying.
to answer your question, the reason why he don't live, uh, he's not living where he should be living based on what we see, is because he's not finished flipping that house yet. My opinion.
Mm.
My opinion. Because remember, he's all put a lot of money in this house. Like, oops,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that sounds like a flipping situation. And I'm not mad
Mm-hmm.
at you. Because remember, he's self-employed. He's a plumber. He's a plumber
Mm-hmm.
by trade. So when he said I put a lot of money in, he's like, you know, I just didn't replace all the plumbing in this house, right? You understand that, right? He's not done with the
Mm.
house yet. That's all. That's all it is.
I don't like him though. I feel
Shut up.
Aryan. I feel Aryan Nation when I look at him, like undercover Nazi or something. That's just my opinion. I don't care. I don't like the fact that when he said her mom's gonna be there for 3 months, so she think. I don't understand. Like, this couple ain't talking. Like, you should have discussed moving before accepting a proposal and moving to a foreign country that you deem dangerous. That should have been discussed beforehand. Um,
Way beforehand.
he should have put the kibosh on the mom staying for 3 months because she could get to know you in the week before the wedding, and then y'all need to be alone. You should have been ballsy enough to tell her, tell your mama get to stepping. But okay, I just don't like it. Mm. Oh my god, my friend had Rottweilers. I used to be scared of them dogs. They were just big. Their heads were so big, and the dribble, the drool everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh, and then when you see the two of them coming and woo 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 woo, child. Thank God my bladder was good back then, because I'd have been pissing myself. I can't. Rocky and Bolson. Ugh. Anywho, her hair is a bird's nest, Sunway. I agree with you. It needs trimming because the ends look bad to me.
She's going for bohemian realness. That's just the way I see it. I can't. That's what
I'm gonna need her.
she's doing hippie. She's trying to give a hippie
No,
vibe.
I'm gonna need her to pull up a old school picture of Crystal Gale back in the Diggity Day.
Oh, you taking it way back though.
Yes, Crystal Gale had that Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair,
But
and her hair looked on point.
can we be honest with Crystal though? Can we be really honest? Crystal Gill was a star. She damn near had perfect hair, and she had the benefits of Breck and Aquanet. Let's not do that. Let's not compare the two. Crystal hair was
But
always
I'm just
shiny.
saying, of course it was. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. But my thing is, if you going for that look, Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair, fucking comb it.
But okay, here's the thing. You can do Rapunzel. The hair is not the problem. It's the
There's
her lack of maintenance with the hair that is the
true. She needs
problem.
to comb it. She needs to trim it. She needs to do extra conditioner, especially at the ends because it's so long. And then like get all of the debris out of it. I, I don't know. I don't know. Mm.
You remember Crystal Gayle, Ryan? She was a country singer, right?
Yeah, she was Loretta Lynn's sister or something. This is going back to the 80s. This might be like way too far back for y'all. Because I feel like I'm way older than a lot of you guys. Is her hair real or fake? I don't know. I do know that it's not kept well. Who is Crystal Gale? Do a Googler on her. She was a country singer back in like 70s, 80s, and
Hmm.
she had this really long, pretty hair.
Yeah,
Um,
She's Loretta Lynn's sister.
yeah. Hope she don't eat her hair. Well, I hope she ain't using it for food storage either. Ugh, gross.
But here's the thing
Um,
with Holly, because Holly's storyline is pretty much her claim on this show is her hair, right? The
mm-hmm.
thing is, she's a whole barber and cosmetology
Mm-hmm.
person, right?
Yeah.
You of all people should have your hair on point.
Exactly. But you know what she reminds me of when she was in the barber shop, right? Remember the grunge days with Nirvana? That's what
Yeah.
she reminded me of.
Mm.
And I was just like, wait, ain't we like a couple of decades past that? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so Auntie remembers her. Yeah, Crystal Gale. She was real pretty. Real pretty. Had a pretty voice. Don't remember any of her songs. I don't. I just know her for her hair and being Loretta
Right.
Lynn's sister. And that's about
Yes.
it.
That's what she was known for. Her hair,
Yeah.
her hair, and her. She was a singer and Loretta Lynn's
Yes.
sister.
and she used to be on the Mandrell sisters. Was it
Yeah,
Mandrell
the Mandel
sisters?
sisters. Yeah.
Yeah, they used to have a weekly variety show. My God, I'm going back. This is when Solid Gold used to be on.
What? Don't play with solid gold. Do not play with solid gold. Don't you do them like that.
No, but this was what used to be on the TV. Solid
Yeah,
Gold, the
yes.
Mandrell sisters,
American
and
Bandstand. Don't play no games.
American Bandstand, Soul Train. Um, Let me see what other music shows used to be on. Why is Darcy was a dancer on Solid Gold, right?
Was she?
Was she the black girl with the braids that was the lead dancer? Was her name Darcy? I
I had
can't
to go look
remember.
it up. I can't remember.
Child, let me tell you. And the girl that used to host Solid Gold. First it was Dionne Warwick, and then the girl from This is the dawning of the age. Age of Aquarius. Oh, the seventh dimension. Marilyn McCool used to be the host. Child. Don't she sang Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue? Oh, okay. So I do know one of her songs. Damn. Auntie, thank you. Yes. Yes, Sunway. Her her hair does look very dry. Like it needs a deep cholesterol treatment, a VO5 treatment, a trimming. It needs a lot. Okay, Jamal's having a little issue, but he'll be back shortly. But thank y'all. All right, I don't feel too old anymore. Thank you. Hopefully Jamal will be back soon. Um Soul Train. Yep. That used to be my Saturdays. That used to be my Saturdays. Watching all of that music. And then in the afternoon, my local oh, he'll be back. My local um Fox station used to bring on at 3 p.m. the drive-in movie, and it always used to be a Godzilla. Get off a Godzilla movie, or a kung fu movie. I was here rambling until you got back.
It's fine.
All
Yeah,
right, my
look.
friend. So who's next? Because I think we have gone over Rapunzel enough.
Yeah, and that was too long. Um, let's go to Mary and Brandon. And again,
Let's wait. Let's go to Kirsten and Julio because they were a nothing burger. Let's get the nothing burgers out of the way.
I have nothing. I have nothing with them outside of she got held in customs, passport, blah blah blah. They finally meet in the U.S. You
Mhm.
know, I kind of like her because she's like, you need to learn Dutch, and
No,
he's
she
talking about,
said you need to get a job.
well, that too, that
she,
too.
she said you need to get a job and you need to learn how to speak Dutch. You can't even pronounce my
Not my
last
last
name.
name. I
Hmm
hollered.
He
I
focusing. I
hollered.
need to get a place of my own, huh? You need to get a job, bro.
I like her.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not happy that he didn't tell his mama yet. She's like, that's just gonna make it even more difficult to tell her at the last minute. But we
Because
all
she
know,
obviously knows he's a mama's boy.
right? But we the audience know that he's already told her. We know.
Yeah,
Yeah, we know.
yeah.
Sorry, TLC. This is the Me and Debbie are in the age of we're gonna call your bullshit out for each episode because we've tried to give you grace the last couple times and it ain't working. So
Mm-hmm.
now we're just gonna call it out for what it is.
But what I want to know is how he expect to get residency in the Netherlands and he doesn't have a job. Like, who's sponsoring him? Like, I want to know how that works in the Netherlands, or else I'm just gonna pick up and move there. Fuck it. I just have a question. I just have questions with them. Um, yeah, but I'm sure that I do believe that this is a real couple, though. I'll
Mm-hmm.
give them that. It's probably the only real couple that could more than likely succeed.
Right. Besides Kenny and Armando.
But you notice that it's like they're not engaged. They're not going to move in together. He's getting his own place.
Hmm.
She has her own place.
Right.
That that is a new storyline. It's
Right.
interesting.
It's called you're being responsible, which is doesn't really work on this show.
It
So,
does.
but
And they've
but here's
met
the,
more than once.
right. But see, here's the thing though. Here's what we hang our hat on. They're going to be the only responsible couple on this show, so they can stay. They can stay.
Okay. Okay.
We just can't have
Okay.
too many responsible couples on this show. That's all.
Jesus.
That's all.
All right, let's go to the other responsible couple because they're married. Kenny and Armando. I didn't care. Like, why is Armando doing this to Kenny? We all know he ain't learning Spanish. And what extra responsibility do you have? You're the twink. He's moved from America to Mexico. You knew about his learning disability. You knew he wasn't going to learn Spanish. He still hasn't learned Spanish. And you're saying this is going to be an additional burden on me? For like, what is it that you so busy doing,
Okay, Debbie.
Armando?
Yeah, you're correct. I'm just gonna call this really really quickly. Armando, you're trying hard. You're trying to have a villain arc because y'all have been the most unproblematic 90-day couple of all time. You had to do something to spice you up. You know, people are tired of perfection. I understand that. But like Debbie said last week, Kenny's in about the real estate. Look at where they living.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, he's all, this is it. I'm like, Debbie spot on again. We were now I co-signed them. Like, yeah, y'all in for the real estate. Cause why are you trying to up there move to Mexico City? And y'all living on the coast. Uh, I want to see the
They
closing
just,
papers.
it's going to be temporary for the surrogate to have the baby. And because I said they're continuing their journey on the 90-day
Yes.
franchises
Mm-hmm.
in order to get funds to for the
Yes.
surrogate thing. So when Armando said, "Well, if age is a thing, then why aren't we getting on this right now?" Well, y'all getting the funds together because you keep prostituting yourselves on these shows in order to get the funds so that you can purchase an egg and a surrogate.
Mm-hmm. And
So shut up with all that burden crap.
and you need to quit playing with us like we don't know y'all using that house that y'all currently have for Airbnb. Shut up.
Well,
That's
not only that, and when Hannah is more adult than you, Armando, when Kenny asked her, "So, you're away from, your grandparents and everything. Do you feel sad?" She goes, "Yes." He goes, "Do you still like over here?" She goes, "Yes. You left your family and you came to live with us and they're far away. So I just, look at you." Like she can see that. But Armando sitting down there, it's gonna be an extra burden on me. What
and
do
she named off
Armando do?
and she named off all the kids.
Mm-hmm.
And Chelsea and Taylor and blah blah. I'm like, see, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, you know what?
And then Armando got the nerve to be telling him, "I don't want you to think that I owe you or I'm indebted to you or some shit like that." I was with Kenny being insulted by that. Armando, get a grip. Go make a candle, Armando. Go make a candle. Fuck. He was irritating the snot out of me. Hold on,
But he
what y'all
was just
saying in here?
he was being, but he wasn't. The problem with this is what happens when people are unproblematic. Like
Uh-huh.
when you were unproblematic your whole way through, and then you decide to have a whole villain arc out of nowhere. It doesn't really land. It comes off as very great value 1 a.m. telenovela that nobody's really watching. That's what it's giving me right now.
Mm-hmm.
We know
Ryan
what we know
wants.
what this is.
Uh-huh.
We
Yep.
know what this is. It's like you say, getting the funds together for the surrogacy,
Mm-hmm.
and getting the also part of those funds is going down for a down payment on that that nice downtown. I'll repeat,
Mm-hmm.
downtown Mexico City
Mm-hmm.
abode.
Mm-hmm.
Come on
Yep.
now. Come on now.
Ryan wants to know whose baby will it be if they go through with it? Probably Armando because he's younger. No, because he the one who want the baby. Remember, Kenny said, I'm 60 and my baby factory shut down 2 decades ago. I raised my kids. He got grandkids now,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just helping with Hannah, you know, but to say he wanted to start over again with this process and diapers and feedings and all of that, he wasn't here for it. So Armando want that. Armando can go in and be the donor for it.
And here's the thing. Here's what's going. And here's the thing, though. With the way they're doing this, Kenny's already telling you that he's not doing a thing with that child.
Mm-hmm.
He might push it down the street in the stroller, but as far as the diaper changing, he's not doing
Mm-hmm.
none of that.
DSJ say also Armando knew his man was old and didn't want additional kids. Why are we here? Correctamundo. Correctamundo. What both of them do? Well, Kenny is very set in his ways because he does the skincare regime and he played with his hair all day long. And I heard that they make candles, but I don't know what Armando does. He's the younger of the two. Kenny is like retirement. Let's just call a thing a thing.
I just put it in the
Um,
chat.
okay. Armando used to run a family pet business, but they're hours away from his family over in La Mission.
I just put in the chat from Google. Kenny and Armando own and operate the Kenny and Armando shop where fans can purchase socks, bows, homeware, t-shirts, all curated by the TLC alums.
Mm,
And then which 98 fan clothes are still. I don't know why I put that in there. But yeah, they have their own business basically. That's what they're doing.
mm.
Kenny and Armando, fantastic job. Thank you for starting a business off of TLC, unlike some other people who be trying to do hair for some. Never mind. Okay, so good job to Kenny and Armando.
Sunway, Hannah, Armando was, before he came out, he was married to a woman, very young, and they had Hannah together, but he was realizing his true sexuality. He was breaking up with her, and she tragically got into a car accident and passed, and that's how he became a single dad to Hannah. But he was married to a woman before, but he hadn't come out at that time.
Okay, I just scroll down a little bit more. It
Mm-hmm.
actually Armando. It says that Armando is this. I'm not sure if this is the right person, but
Mm-hmm.
it says Armando's actually an architect.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised though. He has that kind of demeanor that
Mm-hmm.
he will be an architect. I can see that. But like I said, kudos to them for opening a business and using TLC and not trying
Mm-hmm.
to like they're using TLC in a different way. Yes, like they have a few more years of storyline anyway, especially if they do the surrogacy. So
Mm-hmm.
that's okay. But they're not like some people who are real thirsty on the Instagrams, talking
Mm-hmm.
about they homeless, getting cash out, but then
Or
or,
Jabri.
back in their house 2 days later, or
Mm-hmm.
checking out the local Howard Johnsons with April. I mean, I don't understand what's going on, but hey,
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I think he came out to the wife, and I think that was the cause of the
right?
accident. She
She
had
was
left
chasing after
very
him.
upset.
She
Oh yeah, they was doing a
remember,
chase.
yeah, he was
Hmm.
doing a chase. Yeah.
It was a really tragic story, y'all. It sucked us in. Like that was the only couple we was believing that season. And then after that season, I stopped watching the other way. Ain't that a mess? Because everybody
Well,
else paled in comparison.
but remember, that's when they were recycling people, though. We were sick of the recycling people.
Oh yeah.
Remember, it was
Yeah.
Michael and Angela for like the 15th time, Jenny and Submit for the
Mm-hmm.
89th time. Um, who else? It was somebody else on there for like the 35th time too. We got sick of the people. That's why we stopped watching
Mm-hmm.
because we didn't care about you.
Yeah.
It is what it
Yeah.
is.
Okay, so are we done with them?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, so now all we have left is Mary and Brandon, right?
Yes, whose storyline still makes no sense, which makes me mad they're even on the show. Okay, okay, and I'm going to. I hope I put this out correctly because here, like
Mhm.
I said last week, I had issue with the storyline that made no sense because he's talking about he spent $2,000 on a ticket. I'm like, no,
Mhm.
you didn't. TLC did that. Quit lying. Now this
Mhm.
week, I'm still trying to figure out, sir. Okay, okay, y'all been together 2 years, right? You with
Uh-huh.
me, right? two
Uh-huh.
years.
Uh-huh.
He's been like not in the best of mental health. He's bounced around jobs, just trying to figure things out.
Mhm.
Odd jobs, mind you, odd jobs, sir. Who are you trying to pretend and play with? Like you send her 50, $60,000 to build a house in the Philippines. That's number one.
He didn't specify what currency. I think he sent her the Philippine
Philippines money.
currency.
Okay, hold on.
Yes.
Can you
Mhm.
can you keep talking real quick? I want to look something up.
Oh, it's a dollar. I mean a penny. One US penny equals a dollar in their pesos. I went through this last night with Heidi. Heidi
Okay, so how
wasn't
much
playing with me.
was it? Five? What? So what, he sent her $500 basically. $500 roughly.
No. Hold on. Okay. So, one Philip okay, hold on. One Philippine peso equals almost 2 US cents.
Okay, so I just did the conversion real quick. So basically, he just sent
Mhm.
her $913.
Oh, so yesterday, so currency fluctuates. So
Yeah,
yesterday it was $914.
yeah. So
if he
roughly,
said if it was $50,000
right. So there, so
or
that makes
pesos.
that makes way more sense to me because
Hmm.
I'm like, what kind of odd jobs are you doing that will pay you $50,000 to $60,000 US?
Hmm.
Wait, I'm like, where?
And
Where
not
is?
in Utah. Ain't he in Utah?
I thought he was in Oregon.
Oregon, yes, Oregon. Sorry, it's the other bummy girl that's Utah. Yeah, but either way, he was doing part-time work. He said a packer, a warehouse, a
A
bagger,
delivery driver.
delivery. Like, no, no. And then you had to come on this show in order to get TLC to pay for your ticket to go over there. And all you had left was $250 to your name. Boy, bye.
But here's the thing, though. I'm okay. Okay, Brandon. Like I said, your storyline sucks because I'm looking.
Mhm,
I'm now. If you're building a house in the Philippines for you and her, and if your godparents are
mhm.
concerned about you going, and your mother is concerned about you going, do they not know that you're building a house in the Philippines?
Jamal, that house that Mary is in is the house that he built,
I know.
which makes it even worse for her to tell him when he on the plane, don't come here. And he over there saying her grandparents are gonna be with us for a little while, and once they get to know me, then they'll be gone. Gone where?
From
You
where?
saw in that last clip of the house, she got grandma, grandpa,
Yes,
cousin Ray Ray, TT,
yes.
ping
Everybody.
pong, dong dong, all of them up in that house. All of them up in that house. Child.
But that's my whole thing. It's not matching up. Like what they're saying is
Mm-hmm.
not, and what he's saying, nothing's matching up. Because I'm like, how come the godparents are mentioning the house that he built, and how come the mama's not built mentioning the house that he built?
If I was those godparents, right? And he sent all of that money over there and he living off of me rent free in a RV out in front of my house, I would feel away. I would feel away because you ain't contributing nothing here other than raking some leaves and mowing the grass and cleaning the pool or whatever.
Hmm.
But you still eating, you still using my power. You uh-uh. Uh-uh. This don't make no sense. And then you know another thing that don't make sense to me? She said she used to dance in a dance troupe and she had a scholarship to university where she was getting her bachelor's of science degree, and she used to model as well. But he didn't like her dancing, so he told her to stop dancing, which made her lose her scholarship from the school. And then he got jealous over the modeling, so she couldn't work. So now she sits and she does nothing except hang out with Ping, Bong, and Dong. Okay. I don't believe that the dancing was a scholarship. I believe the dancing was at a ping pong club, if you know what I mean. I believe
Mhm.
that's what the dancing was, and so was the modeling. And that's why he didn't want you to go. Because how are your grandparents, these firm Catholic people, having you stop doing your education and sit at
Education.
home and do
See,
nothing?
see, we said that last week though. This is exactly what we were talking about last week, and this week that just let this gives us even more confirmation.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. It's nuts. And yet, yes, Auntie, he has great godparents. Like
Mm-hmm.
they are fantastic. He's just I don't like them as a couple. I don't like them individually. They give me nothing. Um,
Mm-hmm.
because here's my whole thing. We all know in real life, Mary would got cussed out talking about I can't come to a house I built. We all know we like then get out my house. Period.
Mm-hmm.
And take your
Mm-hmm.
family with you. That's what we gonna do.
Or she gave up the scholarship and education so that she could
Okay.
be kept by Brandon. Oh,
Okay. I'm gonna throw
oh.
this out here, Ryan. Since you said that, what if he said you stop doing this now? I'll send you money, so you don't have to do that.
Mm.
That's a good Ryan. Thank you for bringing it up. What do you think? That sounds like a
Mm-hmm.
possibility.
What are we going to live on? Oh, I did not think of that. Mm-hmm. That's right, Auntie. What is he going over there to do? How long is he? Well, they just got married, right?
I had heard something, but I
Yes.
haven't had a chance to look into it myself.
His mom put all the pictures on the social media, breaking the NDA. And they married. So I don't know if the mom was still hers expired or whatever, but she kind of fucked it up for these two numbnuts.
Well,
So I
technically
have a feeling
no. Technically
he,
no, because if her NDA is expired, she can put out what she wants to put out. It's just they can't say anything.
true, true, but it kind of ruins it for them though.
Yeah, I mean they don't have much anyway, so it doesn't really matter to me.
Well,
As
at
long as
least now he's married to her. Maybe he can get
right,
citizenship or residency and maybe work, because
exactly.
maybe that's why they had to wind up getting married.
He doesn't.
Um,
He does. Here's the thing with Brandon. He's gone through a lot in life, but
mhm.
how can I put it? His self esteem is not where it needs to be because he seems like an okay dude. Mary
Not
seems
to
kind of
me.
he seems
Not to me.
he seems okay.
Mm-mm.
Mary seems cuckoo. So
He
I think,
seems cuckoo too. I feel
but
like he would like end people and bury them in the backyard.
I get how, I do see how you could feel that way, but this is just my take on him. He has had a lot of trauma in his life and has not had to deal with he needs professional help. I'll put it that way.
And that's why I feel like he would end people and bury them in the backyard.
He needs professional help.
Mm-hmm.
Mary needs professional facilities because she just yeah her mood swings. And I'm honest about this. I do not deal well with other people's emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And if
She a
you're
lot.
one of the people whose emotions are erratic, I can't really deal with you because
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hurt you. I'm gonna hurt all your feelings. Like what is wrong with you?
Mm-hmm.
And that whole up and down, left and right, like Brandon's very kind of even keeled. she's all over the place. And my thing is this: when he gets there, how if she's difficult over the phone for you, how you gonna deal with that on a day-to-day basis?
Mm. I don't think he knows how to, because the way how she wigged out on the text
Yes.
message on the
Hmm.
plane, he can't sit next to another female. Like, well, I guess she's never been on a plane, but you don't know who you're sitting next to.
And he brought that up. He's like, you book your plane ticket, you can't see what gender you're sitting next to. I'm like, good point.
Exactly.
And she, to me, she seems like storyline too. She seems like storyline too because she's just doing the most with so little for no reason. Like if you like compare the two though, look at Brandon and his life and his storyline. Look how his personal storyline
Mm-hmm.
seems complete, and there's a backstory, and there's you can understand it. Hers, like she's told us things, but her reactions make no sense. His
Mm-hmm.
reactions make sense. Hers do not.
But here, I just don't like how he is there. He has to be on the Wi-Fi all the time with her on the phone. But yet, when she ready to go out and hang out with Ping Pong and Dong, she unplug her router and go about her business
Right.
and tell him that there was a power failure. So, are y'all going to be continuing doing this when y'all are both in the Philippines? Because this is real juvenile. And I'm going to need her to go out and get a job and
Mhm.
support him while he's there.
Exactly.
I don't know. They're just stupid. I'm not very interested.
I mean, there's just nothing. There's just nothing really there but produce cuckoo-ness,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just annoying.
And honestly, based on the roster we have so far, the Turkish guy, I feel that's gonna be a bust.
Yeah. Okay, here's the thing with TLC. When you expect greatness, um, it's gonna be failure. But then greatness just comes out of nowhere with them. Because I mean,
Does he look like he's on roids?
no,
Look at him. Look at him. Like this. Hold on. Let me see if I have their. Do I have one of them? Oh, I don't. How do I not have them? Well, that's weird. Wait, and we ain't even see Danielle and Johan yet. Oh my
nope.
God, even more losers are coming on. This is weird. This is weird.
Here's the thing. What do you
Mm-hmm.
think would happen if he found out that she went offline on purpose? Nothing. Zero. I think with them, there's just nothing here. I mean, and I'm not gonna sit
Mm-hmm.
here and waste my time trying to find something with them.
Yeah.
I mean, the
So
house is built.
basically, who do you think storyline is gonna end early to make way for Danielle and Johan and the Turk?
We have what, 5 couples so far?
Yeah. One,
We
two,
norm-
three, four,
with TLC we normally get 6 or 7. So they probably just started filming later. I don't think anyone's storyline is ending
five.
early. To be completely honest,
Oh my God, that means they're gonna drag this shit out.
you know they are.
God. Wait, some way said Holly. Yeah, we we just don't like Holly. Well, Holly and Kimberly are probably the ones that are gonna run back to the United States.
There you go. That I can see happening for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So
Those are
you
the
we
two that I could see running back.
so we because with Kimberly, you could see how she acted when she got to the apartment. So that
Hmm.
I can see her cutting and running, and you could see Holly being influenced by her mother to come back home with her because she
Hmm.
doesn't feel safe. Those are very good possibilities that they run back early.
Wait, Sunway put up Holly, and now she's saying bye bye, Kimberly. Sunway, you can't get rid of the cast. It's
Right.
only 2 episodes in.
That's true. We are only 2 episodes in.
Only 2 episodes in, and we already eliminating people like Survivor. Oh my god.
This felt like so much longer, but these are 2-hour shows. That's why.
Yeah.
Normally we'd be on episode 4 by now, but okay, that makes complete sense now.
Hmm.
But yeah, we normally we try to give the people's at least full episodes before we write them out the screen, but I'm not getting much from
No.
uh and, and I'll be honest with these two particular couples,
Hmm.
Holly and Kimberly,
Hmm.
their storylines are kind of laid bare for you. You already kind of know what's going to happen. So I think that's
Hmm.
why we're not gonna. At least I'm not gonna be that invested in them.
Hmm.
It would have been way better for me, like if Holly had just gone over, and then her mama show up in like episode 4, when the right before the wedding, versus her mama come with her from the very beginning. Because you're like, okay, this like Wayne's already said she can't stay too long. Okay, so we know what your storyline is going to be: the safety and your mama being in the house. So we know those are your two key components. And then with Kimberly, you will already see the culture clash and her being kind of spoiled and demanding.
Yeah.
So I mean, once you know what's going to happen, you just kind of sit back like, predictable.
Yeah. Yeah. Auntie, I cannot do 90-Day Resort. I just can't. It has everybody hateful on that show. I can't. Y'all could tell us about it though. But mom had to come for the JW angle. JW angle.
Jehovah's Witness.
Oh, I thought mom had to come because she had way too many suitcases. That's what I thought. But this is a whole mess. We're gonna try to struggle through it, y'all. We really are. Hopefully it'll get better. So with Johan and Danielle, it's gonna be the end of their marriage that we're seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other couple, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, with these couples, like I said, with these couples, everything seems to be pretty straightforward, which is
She been
what does
married
it work?
twice, isn't it? She been married already.
Right.
What was chaperone what? Her crutch done bust open. And you can't tell me that Wayne didn't fall into it on her previous trip. So, yeah, that's just cutting mom a check, and
Right.
she had to help because she was over the limit on all the suitcases that she had. Anywho, let's do. I was able to go back to Costco today.
What'd you
I
get? What'd you get?
felt
What'd you get?
I felt good enough to go back to Costco. Alrighty, so I've been hearing about these for a little bit. It is the Costco from the Costco bakery, the s'mores cookies. These are awesome. I had one while we
Okay,
were on.
I have a question. Now,
Yes.
have you heated them up yet?
No,
Okay.
because look how soft they are just out of the package. Look at this, y'all. This is awesome. So if you do put them in the microwave,
Oh
it'd
no,
be
I would do
even
the oven.
better.
I would do the oven. Oh my gosh,
These are
those are
so
you know.
good. These are so, so good. And they're $10 a box, but I highly recommend these for a cheat day. I do. I like s'mores. Um,
Yeah, those look
I
really
don't
good
like
to be over.
having I don't like having 2 hours, 90-day, 2 hour, 90-day fiance series on at the same time. It's a lot and confusing. I agree, Ryan. I
Yeah,
agree.
because
Mm-hmm.
you start mixing franchises.
Are they overly sweet? No. No. They're awesome. Um, it's a good balance between the cookie part and then the chocolate and the marshmallow. It's I don't like overly sweet stuff, but this hits. This with a cup of coffee is awesome. Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna say this right now. I'm very upset with
Mhm.
Xfinity and
Who?
what they done done to the Peacock.
Who are you upset with? Sorry.
Xfinity,
Oh,
because Peacock is no longer free. Get out of here.
they're giving you 2 years free, aren't they?
No, as of June 26th,
Uh-huh.
if you have Xfinity, you no longer get Peacock for free. They want
Oh.
you to pay. They want you to pay $5.99. I'm like, I'm not paying
Mhm.
$5.99 for something you gave me for free. Shut up. Cable's already high enough,
Mhm.
and you want me to pay $5.99, so I can't watch the Real Housewives of Durban.
Mm.
And they got all the. I'm not sure if y'all have seen this off on another tangent before we leave. All these
Mhm.
new 90-day franchise, not 90-day,
Oh my
Housewives
god.
International.
Mhm.
I know I sent you guys a couple. I'm like, did y'all see this one? Who
Mhm.
was it?
Johannesburg, the
Yeah,
reboot of
the reboot of
Johannesburg.
Johannesburg. Yeah,
Mm.
but here's the thing. You know what? Here's the thing. I agree with you. Oh, it's $2.99 before August. Okay. Here's the thing with
Mm.
90 Day. I missed. And here's what they did wrong. And I think people were saying this a couple years ago. They've oversaturated the 90-day franchise because it
Mhm.
used to be you get one after the other. They never
Mhm.
ran concurrently, so you keep track. But now
Mhm.
you've added Resort, you've added In Paradise, you've added UK. I'm like, they have to run concurrently. There's no option over it. So now you have, instead of being able to watch each one on its own, you kind of have to pick and choose.
Mm-mm-mm. Have you watched the 90-day Fiancé UK?
Oh, I have it queued up. I'm binge watching all three of the first episodes this weekend. I can't wait.
Oh my god. That's a mess.
And then I'm gonna need Married at First Sight to come back. Australia. I need them in my life.
Not till next January. They come on once a year.
They're fired.
No, but it's as it should be.
I understand that, but they're still fired. I'm at
No,
the
they're
same.
not. You just need to start watching it when it come on, like how I be telling you to.
I know.
It's just very simple. You can commit to 4 days a week watching that mess.
Ryan says, I think they thought impaired as a whichever 90 day was currently on work, but that was only three. Yeah. I am going to agree with you on that one.
Mm. They just trying to get as much ad revenue as possible. That's what
Okay,
it
so
is.
Ryan, I haven't missed anything yet because I just noticed on the app it says new. So they dropped 3 episodes at one time.
Mhm.
Perfect, perfect
Mhm.
binge, perfect binge watching.
Yep. I started watching episode 1 last night because I had a burst of energy. I couldn't unwind. Oh my god, it's a lot. It's a lot. Oh my god.
Are you serious? Is that much, Debbie?
Okay, so it's the trans woman
Mm-hmm.
who is dating the bisexual from Turkey,
Okay.
and they were there. She met him when she was there with her friend or a family member, somebody that getting surgery,
Okay.
and she decided to go on the app and buck up on him, and they've been together ever since. But now that her friend came to visit her, because it looked really cute, and he's supposed to be coming to England where it's a better situation for him to be okay in his sexuality,
Hmm.
because it's very repressed where he is in Turkey. Um, but it seemed like he got some money too. So then her friend is meeting her, and she's like, but when you're there in Turkey and he start dictating to you and telling you what you got to do and what you will do and what you won't do, you accept it. You don't accept that shit here. So when he comes here, who's it going to be? The compliant one that's in Turkey, or rah 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 that's here?
Okay.
And she's like, that's a fair point, because and she admitted it that when she over there, she
Hmm.
is submissive.
Right.
And her mom is a hoot. She lived with her mom. They're on the phone all the time, in video chats all the time. I'm like, do these people work? Well, she's a hairdresser and makeup artist, I think.
Mm.
Got her face beat. I like her a lot.
The
The
mom or the other?
Colombian dude. Oh, there's another one. Okay. So there's another lady, right? She's a half breed, but she could pass for white. Because I thought that she was white until I saw her mom's. But she has a son, Jesse, with a black man. Because he looked mixed. Anyway, she's 38 or 39. Her son is in his 20s, and she's dating this guy in Colombia who's also in his 20s with this ginormous afro puff, and he's like this singer slash wannabe entertainer. And he
Mm.
can't speak English, she can't speak Spanish, and she going over there to get married and bring him back.
Oh.
And her
Oh.
son is like, so you going over to Colombia all by yourself? You don't see any problems with this? And she's like, no. He's like, so what hotel you staying in? She goes, oh, we're not staying in a hotel. He's getting his friend's Airbnb. So you going all the way to Colombia to meet a stranger and stay in another stranger's apartment, and you don't see nothing wrong with this. And she was like, oh my God. She's like, he's not a stranger to me. And Jesse's like, but he a stranger to me. So if he coming up in here, it's gonna be a problem.
Okay.
You're gonna have fun watching it. You're gonna
I
have
can't wait.
fun. Oh my God. Exactly, Ryan. Yeah, I love you, chicken. Oh my God. The only English words he know is I love you, chicken, and chicken is her nickname. And she's so excited because he put it in a song. He put it in a song. Shane, yes. Shane is the trans woman. Shane isn't as easy to clock as Cleo. Yes. The only thing that gave away Shane, I was like, how many packs of cigarettes she smoking when the day come? And then her mom came on with that same gravelly voice. I was like, oh, okay. And then she said, oh yeah, I'm trans, non-binary, some shit she was saying. I was like, wait, what? Wow, you and Cleo need to get together. You and Cleo need to get together, because like I want to know what surgery was done, because she's a good sized girl, like she remind me of the 1950s pinups.
Okay.
you know she got a statuesque body, right, but she's tall. And I don't think this guy from Turkey is gonna work out with her. Mm-mm. And then the Afro puff with Jesse, that ain't gonna work. Mm-mm. Oh, and Jesse told his mom, right? They were there sitting down doing something in the house, eating or something. And I don't know how they got onto the topic, but he was like, and who's the only one that works in here? Me. I was like,
All right then.
Um, I'm sure. I'm sure she's had filler to feminize her face. Ah, I know she had the lips done because the lips is like, the trout pout. The lips have been done. Um, but yeah, I was stumped. I was stumped by Shane. I really was. Sorry, what are we talking about? I had to attend to dogs. No, we was just spoiling it for Jamal for what the hell is this? 90 Day Fiance UK. Um Louise. Okay, so she has rheumatoid arthritis, so that's why she stays home.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
Uh, she need to stay off of the social and the media though. She need to stay off the social media because she went after that Afro Puff dude. She was in his comment section until he finally like responded to her. Yep. Australia's our favorite as well. But this a whole mess. Jamal, I think you'll be thoroughly entertained this weekend
Oh,
if
I
you
know I
do
will
watch
be.
it.
Oh, I'm watching it.
Hit me up if you do watch it and let me know your first impressions.
I will.
Oh yes, yes. Louise is a body positivity influencer. So basically, she takes a lot of professional photography with her titties hanging out.
Okay, you got him flaunting.
Um, Not when they swibbly.
Oh, but she's about body positivity, so go ahead.
I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that. Um, I'll be positive if I didn't have to see that. Just saying. What do you think of Mercy from Kenya? I didn't get to see much of her because, like I said, I couldn't finish the first episode. I think I got halfway through. That guy that's seeing Mercy, um, what's his deal? Like he don't seem all the way 100% there. Um, I don't know. I didn't get into him too much. What does Mercy do? Like I saw mostly Shane and Jesse them. And then I started to like fade when the Mercy chick and her guy was coming on. You think wait, you think that she's a bit of a scammer? He was taking real offense when his friends at dinner were talking about it though. Uh-uh-uh. You remember the pinup. That's Shane looked good. I ain't gonna lie, Shane looked good. I think he's all right. His son's a good. Wait, he got a son. Ugh, I didn't know that. You got to keep watching the next episodes. Jesus. All right, I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna watch. Lord have mercy. All right, y'all. Thank you for joining us yesterday and today. We really appreciate it. All of y'all's comments in the live chat and your comments for the replay crew, we really appreciate it. Thank you for the new subscribers. We hope to see you chime in yourselves soon. Don't forget to give us a little like. We had like 13 people in here at one point. We only got 8 likes. Come on, y'all. Help me out. I don't ask y'all for nothing.
Right?
So Jamal, um, anything exciting this weekend?
No, same old, same old.
Same old, same old.
Which is good.
Okay.
Which is good. I'm excited to
Yeah.
like go. Yeah, I like going up on the weekends to the casino to film and play games
Mm-hmm.
and try to play different games. So yeah, it's my relaxation time.
Aw. Oh my God. You got to keep watching. Okay. Oh, thank you, Ryan. We appreciate it. Here we go. We appreciate it, Ryan. You guys, we couldn't have done it without y'all at all. Um, have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, and we'll see you back here next Thursday and Friday. Okay, Jamal. Until next time.
Yep.
All right, y'all. Bye.